They say, oh,
Code red on Alphalete.
yeah. W chat.
If it looks like I have a black eye, I have a black eye. All I'm gonna say is I went to fight Apple and I left having to pay for a new pair of AirPods and a black eye. So we're just gonna leave it at that. No story needed. We started with lunges already for a warm up, but now we're going into the hamstring curls. The lion machine is already taken. Actually, no, it's not. The C-section. I swear to God, the lion hamstring curl. Have I told you about how it gives you a C-section? Dude, it like cuts into your circulation. So we're about to go actually. I lied. Wait, no. There's so many people. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna thug it out. Never mind. We're just gonna stay here. Doug, there's so many people. This is why you go to the gym before 5 p.m. But we're gonna start on seated with 2 warm-ups, a feeder set of 6 to 8, and then a max effort followed by a back off. So if you're too worried about being sus and hitting your posterior days, because that's what we're about to do. Damon, you're gonna do some glute bridges. It's just work out with your partner, bro. It's like, especially those muscle groups, we all like tend to have our favorite muscle groups. And I will say, even for myself, I was talking to Dima earlier, bowling Dima. Even like posterior, bro. Nobody doesn't want us to do RDLs. Nobody wants to get everybody wants a fat ass, but nobody wants to do the work to get a fat ass, right? Even as a guy. You gotta give girls something to sleep on. Like I know like a lot of my videos I've been talking about like accountability and things like that. Working out with somebody, bro, Dima needs to work, bro. I've been getting Dima right. I gave you a compliment that you look good, but I've been getting you right. Just finding you somebody like that who y'all can like similarly like, even occasionally, bro. Y'all don't have to work out all the time, but even if y'all work out like once a week and y'all link up and it's just basically like, it's a competitive thing and y'all try to keep each other like accountable. Something like that, bro. Something like greater than yourself. Give yourself like external like motivators as much as like internally you can motivate yourself. Finding like people or like environments outside where you can like actually like finding things that externally motivate yourself like to stay consistent with your habits. We'll do full stack right now. We're going 7 to 8 for a top set. I feel like some of the hamstring curls, because typically I'll hit legs over at Alphalete, are a lot heavier, comparatively speaking to this full stack. We've got 10 with partials, like included with the partials. We're supposed to do hamstring curls, followed by hamstring curls. And I'm not gonna go into the science shit of like what that is gonna target, like seated hamstring curls are gonna target versus like lion hamstring curls. Your hamstrings are followed all by your posterior chains. That's the way when you hinge, when you're doing an RDL or something like that, you lengthen your hamstrings, right? So there's different like points and different like ways to actually like incorporate your hamstrings. You're only hitting like, if you're only hitting seated hamstring curls where, think of your posterior chain like a rubber band, where it's kind of like, now you add this like access into it like that, right? I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like I need a diagram. I need a whiteboard right now. I'll just like whip it out and start like drawing like Picasso or something. Oh, my hamstrings are tight. I always question my RDL form because I neglect my posterior for so long. But it looks solid from the front, right? I feel like my form, it's just like, once you get down here, it's the same thing with like touching my toes, right? Like I can get like so low, but then it's like even going lower, it's just like, ugh. I think the actual like form technique for the last like 3 reps, my back started tweaking a little bit. I was trying to like catch my re-brace at the top and try to hold my barrel. But I'll take that. That was a solid 10. You'd fuck? You'd smash? Disrespectfully?
Very disrespectful.
All right, so this machine's dog shit. This is probably the worst hamstring machine I've seen. Probably older than me, but I'm a 90s baby. I'm having a hard time struggling, like putting my knees. So think of any terms, what would you call that? Where like a machine would bend. Like if it bends right here, the access point. Think of the access point of where a machine is, and you want that to be parallel with like whatever muscle you're doing. So the axis of the machine's back here. So I want that at the same point of my kneecaps to where, you know, I'm working with the machine and I'm able to optimally do as much weight. And again, with like the correct form. Anything, all these machines for the most part, if you don't properly align them, it's not like a one size fits all. It's not like a condom, right? You still gotta make it, personalize it to your to your player build. So I'm like, I got a 6'5", 250 player build. Not everybody got my player build. So I'm gonna have to elongate it like I'm like removing the peel from the banana, or the foreskin of the banana, as some may say. I feel like a Thanksgiving like piece or roast beef, like a pig right now with my ass up. Just give me an apple. I'm too oversized to fit into like, what are they called? Theme parks? Theme park fucking rides now. So this is like the closest thing I get to do. It's like strap up in here. It's either strap up on a squat machine or a hip thrust machine, or fucking strap up in bed. Like I feel like a hip thrust is supposed to feel comfortable. Like no matter what, you're always gonna feel like a little bit of pain or discomfort in this area. We live for the pain. I feel like that looks like that was an emulation of some big booty swipe workout. So we're about to finish on some rack pulls. I've been neglecting the rack pulls because I haven't had wrist wraps. But I feel like when I was actually doing them before my CNS got fried and my posterior wanted to give out because it was so fatigued from not hitting it so frequently. I got a stringer on under this, don't worry. I don't know, I feel like if I did the hip thrust in a stringer, I want to say I'd look cool doing it. But hell no. I don't think you can make hip thrusts look cool. I mean, I make them look good, but not cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna plug real quick. So if you don't have like these Air Maxes, oh, did you say something? Yeah, so y'all gotta get it. So with rack pulls too, instead of just like pulling it like straight up, like brute strength in it, right? I wanna think of like my scapulas, and I'm kind of like, try to bend the bar in the sense where you're like here, and then your elbows are coming inwards, in the same thing with like any lat like motion, right? You're driving, keeping your elbows tucked to your sides. So you're trying to do that, but at the same time you do that, you're gonna just, get into it. Just like tuck your elbows in and retract your scapulas back a little bit, and it's just gonna keep everything aligned when you actually get into your set. Bro, I feel so bad. I just ripped ass and somebody just walked right behind me. I was literally like setting up, and I lifted up my ass, and as soon as my head came up, somebody was walking right behind me, bro. I feel bad for them. That's 350 grams of protein right there. Shit was probably anabolic though, so he probably like inhaled a couple, like, it's like secondary, you know, like secondhand smoke. Yeah, he probably like inhaled like secondhand testosterone. This is a Saturday drop, so by the time y'all seeing this is you out the next day. This just turned into like a soft porn channel at this point. Soft porn like mixed with a little ASMR. But I feel like ASMR falls in that subcategory, all ASMR. If you watch food, like a mukbang ASMR, it's definitely a fetish, bro. That's not just like something you like to watch, that's a fucking fetish, and you should go seek God at that point. Listen, what I don't know, what like when the sun goes down and you start editing on your little desk like that, he's like, why do I think I have backups of everything we record?
SSDs, I have hard drives, I have terabytes of storage.
Yeah, I got STDs. Like, wait, what did you say? Fucking K, because we're about to fuck up the set. So we added a 35 because I didn't think I was getting like the full like ROM, the range of motion. So we added a plate underneath just to add like a little bit of deficit. Same thing if you do deadlift deficits, except here we don't have the floor stopping us. We have where we dictated with the, what do you call those? The pipe. You get piped up. All we did, add a 35 plate, get a couple more inches, a little more of a range of motion, a little past our knees, because right here is where we were stopping. Just get a little extra, and then avoid that low range of motion of a deadlift where you're a lot more injury prone. Just that last set, my back gave out. I try to reset. I feel like that's the issue with like any like most back movements. Sometimes I try to like re-brace instead of just holding my breath the whole time. But when I re-brace, the next like couple reps, it's always ass. It's like my body telling me, hey, dipshit, put the fucking weight down. But meanwhile, I'm a dipshit and I don't put the weight down. And meanwhile, the gym's trying to serenade me while Dima's behind the camera pulling down his pants. Y'all can't see shit. Damn. That's it? That's all you packing? That's not even concealed carry, bro. That's microscopic. Like an old, like rusty one that kind of lost the blade. It's a little crooked. Sometimes you just gotta wear no sports bra and keep it bouncing. You feel me? Just keep bouncing, brother. No sports bra. That's what we call it. New stringers are fire. I do like these over like regular cotton. What did I just hit? I hit a posterior.
You're flexing upper body.
Well, I can hit my back. It's just my fucking low body, low back. But I feel like that's like the same on like my front. Like the same here. Yeah, it was good. Anyways, that's what I call it, bro. But yeah, appreciate y'all sticking around. Because it is something that I do, I felt weird in terms of like I always hate necessarily plugging stuff, but y'all have to remember at the end of the day, kind of is my job in a sense. The same thing what I do with coach on the side. So I am taking on coaching clients. I've talked about it on like YouTube. If you learn a thing or two, you know, you got the financial means and whatnot, and you're looking on the market for a coach or whatever, you know, hit up your boy. We can hit up like for a consultation call and talk more in discussion. But if not, regardless, if you're just watching, the viewer, I appreciate y'all supporting, and I love y'all as always. But dude, we're like what is it? Is it the 11th? We're getting close. I don't know, it's still in the same discrepancy. But anyways, we're getting close to the prep. So again, if y'all are here from the jump right now, then before I get like dick shredded lean, to where like hopefully we get a little more viewers, even if it's like 5 more viewers, aiming for the stars. Or if you're Dima, his front door is the limit. He can't get any bitches over. So anyways, appreciate y'all supporting me. Appreciate y'all supporting Dima on his road to male loneliness, to cure male loneliness. But we'll catch y'all in the next video, bro.